From an employee who has a nasty tongue to another employee who just straight up hates customers, here are some of the worst ways some employees have got fired on Undercover Boss. These have some brutal moments, so get ready as we get right into the content. We are starting off with an employee who took a pass at his own boss and revealed that he was addicted to something really big. Now we know there's no coming back from that. Jane Grody Abel is the chairman of Donato's Pizza, and in this episode, she visits one of her branches to see what the world is really like. Donato's Pizza is one of the most profitable pizza companies in the country. They have over 5,000 employees, and at the top of the empire is Jane. She says that family is the most important part of the company, and what sets it apart from the rest in the market. Her father bought the name Donato's Pizza because of its beautiful meaning. It means to give a good thing, and she said that it was something very close to her heart. Jane also mentioned that as a kid, she and her siblings together would help mix the dough every chance they got, and they even lived right behind the first restaurant. This was literally her childhood. Her mother would make the lasagna and the spaghetti sauces while her grandmother made the meatballs and the sausages. Family really was at the heart of the restaurant. When their popularity grew, they were bought by McDonald's, and as a subsidiary of it, they made stacks. But when McDonald's stock hit an all-time low, the rumor on the street was they would shut down Donato's. Jane immediately went to her dad and they decided to buy back the company. With the help of fake bangs and tattoos, Jane had completed her transformation to Gabby. On her first day, she meets Aaron, the delivery driver, and is eager to learn about the job. But soon she realizes Aaron is trying to make a pass at her. Take a look at what he had to say about her after their initial meeting.
Kathy's hot. Kathy's good looking. I like her septum piercing. I like the tats, the glasses.
As she tried working throughout, she made a lot of mistakes and even introduced herself as her real name, which almost ruined the ruse.
Hi, I'm Jane. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh my God.
However, he revealed something huge to Jane, which definitely put him in hot water. He said that sometimes customers would invite him in to partake in illicit substances, which was extremely unprofessional and could cause some serious damage to the brand. He said that from time to time he would indulge in these, which to Jane felt like a betrayal.
A lot of people smoke pot and they will invite me to come in for a little bit, indulge.
You do not. It feels like betrayal.
When she tried questioning him about it, he tried to defend himself, saying it was not always, but Jane could not forgive this.
I don't do it often.
I got a little nervous.
Jeez, what do you think? I was just smoking in the store and then I just went out on the road?
It's illegal. I want to take off my disguise and fire him right then.
Nader Masada, also very popularly known as the Sauce King of Cincinnati, is the president and CEO of Buffalo Wings and Rings. With its headquarters in Cincinnati, the restaurant has over 65 global locations and nearly 5,000 employees. The company earns over $100 million and is a huge empire. Nader is a huge fan of hot sauce and even says that the doctors would probably find it in his blood because of how much he eats it. Nader also wanted to make it very clear that they are not a sports bar like their competitor Buffalo Wild Wings. They cater to families and older crowds and have a very diverse menu. Their food is even served in China dishes.
We're not a sports bar. We're way better than a sports bar. Look at our food. It's served in China.
He shifted from Jordan to America when he was really young. Through all the years of bullying he had to face and dealing with his mom leaving the family, Nader truly made a name for himself in the industry. The restaurant started back in 1984, and after Nader and his father took over in 2005, it has flourished. As a part of his transformation, Nader shaved off his mustache and went completely bald. That is some major commitment to the role, huh?
Here we go.
He is now ready to play the part of Pete competing on a reality show to win money to expand his own little restaurant. He wants to expand his business to 100 locations, and this will give him a chance to improve the workings of his restaurants before he makes any major decisions. On his second day undercover, Nader meets Amber, who is a server at their Chicago location. Amber seems to be under a lot of pressure as she waits on all the tables by herself. After the tables are transferred to another staff member, Nader and Amber take on a delivery order. During the ride there, the two of them get to talking. She revealed to Nader that being sick was not something tolerated at their job, and when she was the general manager, Justin made her life extremely difficult. if the staff ever upset him or called in sick to work, he would take their shifts away from them.
Being sick, you know, that's not something that's accepted at our job. Our manager, if you do something to upset him, he will literally take your shifts away from you.
That is so cruel. The next day, he met Wes, the kitchen manager, and oh boy, Nader was in for a roller coaster ride. Wes was completely rude to all the staff members, including Nader. He left Nader to make orders on his own instead of staying to check what he was doing. The staff members said that he had no respect for anybody in the restaurant. Take a look at the way he talked to one of the kitchen staff.
You can't ask dumb people to do smart things. I'm an ass, I'm a kid, I'm harsh.
He would use foul language in front of kids and did not care for the rules at all. And finally, this happened.
The problem has to be fixed. I think I would have a better chance at success if we separate ways.
Okay, so go on then.
Wes definitely had it coming with his bad behavior and the way he would treat everybody. But this next employee used curse words you probably would have never even heard of. Rick Tigner is the president of Kendall Jackson Wine Estates, the second largest family-owned wine company. In this episode, he goes undercover to discover the day-to-day workings of his company. He had a difficult childhood, and after his father went to prison, Rick worked in a liquor store to put himself through junior college. And here he learned about sales and marketing. Without even realizing it, he had found his calling. Under the mentorship and friendship of Jess Jackson, Rick learned a lot about the business. After working in sales and distribution for 19 years, he was finally offered the position of president, and Rick was absolutely thrilled. When Jess passed away, he gave his job complete importance and promised that he would carry on Jess's legacy.
Everything that I have was all provided by Jess Jackson. So for me today, I'd like to thank him personally. That was a tough day.
A buzz cut, contacts, and fake braces later, he was ready to be Jake Williams, a grocery store manager from Texas participating in a reality show to realize his dream. On his first day, he worked with Laura, the vineyard manager, and she showed him the way around. However, there was a problem he did not anticipate. All the crew members only spoke Spanish, and Laura and Rick were struggling to communicate with them.
Hi, I'm Jake. So, how long have you guys worked here?
The next day, he works with a delivery, and he meets Renee, the truck driver. At one of their deliveries, the owners of the restaurant made a sarcastic comment on how the delivery was finally on time.
Rich, I'm glad these guys are coming at the proper time now.
Yeah.
Rick finds out that Renee is extremely unprofessional and that he would curse and use a lot of bad language with the customers, which was really bad for their business. Renee would also be rude to customers and other staff members.
My job just happens to have a lot of bull. Half my stops want their wine before 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Managers would be.
I'm shocked about the language.
I'm shocked by his attitude towards our customers.
During their final meeting where Rick revealed his identity, Renee told him that this is how he just was. And that is no excuse for horrible behavior. He would not speak to them in a professional manner, and Rick was really concerned as this was not the level of service he expected. And then this happened.
Dude, you might be an okay guy, but your actions and the way I don't know. I almost fired him today.
No, hey, listen.
Rick was completely shocked at the way Renee was behaving. Ultimately, he fired Renee from truck driving, and that was that.
I'm actually going to ask you to step away from the truck. What I want to do for the next 30 days is suspend you from being a truck driver.
If you enjoyed today's video, do not forget to give us a like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more brand new content. And last but not least, we have an employee that you would never want in your company. I mean, this is heights, and you'll soon see why. Yankee Candle is the largest company that manufactures the most amazing candles ever. It started back in 1969, and now they have over 550 stores and earn $730 million a year in revenue. Harlan Kent, the CEO of Yankee Candles, believes that candles are not just a piece of decoration for the house, but they as a company were creating emotions as one sniffs the candle and is reminded of happy memories. People have true connections with the candles. His main goal is to make the company a billion-dollar one, but before that he needs to go undercover and find out what Yankee Candle as a brand is conveying to the public, and if the customer service was top-notch as he expects. He wanted the stores to be retail-tainment, in his words, and firmly believed that customer service was the best way to drive up sales for the company, because when people are smiling and happy, they are definitely going to do some shopping. A curly wig and a fake soul patch later, he was now ready as Dan Johnson, a chef from Ohio participating in a reality TV show called Second Chances. On his first day at the store, he meets Blaze, the sales associate. Blaze would be showing him how to make wax hands and dip candles in different colors for the children. Harlan was pumped for this. However, he gets a reality check when Blaze starts bad-mouthing the customers that typically come in. He even goes to the extent of doing this.
They're gonna come up. Oh my God.
To make things worse, he even said that sometimes he felt hurting the little children who made a mess.
And there has been instances where you're gonna want to strangle and slap the kid.
This was a huge red flag. Blaze had a lot of anger towards customers, and it was clear to Harlan that Blaze was 100% not enthusiastic about his job.
Sometimes I feel like punching an 8-year-old.
He even finds some of the work awkward and lame. So which employee do you think deserved to be fired? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, everyone.